today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. One started, and off we go from Jacksonville. And they will regular down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Jordan has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9 now. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on third down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and the pressure gets to him again.
Newton sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. First by him near the 35. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Hard throw, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Return team.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gets through and now an opening. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Mario Addison in on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 44-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Wide receiver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Newton on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. And that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The end result, 21 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Newton on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Newton. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst, 60 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's good.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
J.K. Scott.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Houston set to take over.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. Newton 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Newton throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Newton. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down, it's Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Operating from the gun. Newton over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second and 10, Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete.
And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield.
And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14, Jaguars 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
By the wide receiver.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down.
To the air again, Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. back to throw again. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Texans 21, Jaguars 13.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Newton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Not a blitz, but the guy was normally the last line of defense. Recognizing he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Newton to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
The 23-yard line.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw.
And this one's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That escapes the sack. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.